The active and professed refusal of a citizen to obey certain laws, demands, orders, or commands from any government is known as civil disobedience. These actions taken by the people can be both a political tactic and the basis of movements that advocate social change. It is a nonviolent action engaged by individuals in a country who will not obey any law for moral or philosophical reasons. But what would be the reasons in a country like Haiti? Haiti. Rest in peace, Hugo Chavez. So we are coming upon a new time in the country with the Commander Guy Phillipe, who has been asking and telling the people it's time for civil disobedience. It is time to stop listening to the government and following Ariel Henry, the Prime Minister of Haiti. But again, I ask, what would be the reasons for civil disobedience in a country like Haiti? Well, we have kidnappings, murder, psychological attacks on the population, and it has reached its limit. The prime minister has decided to stay in office until, who knows. But of course, the commander, Guy Philippe, is asking for the mass population to boycott the government. As you see, gangs are attacking neighborhoods in Port-au-Prince. And who do you think are supporting the gangs? Who's giving them all of this ammunition, all of this material to hurt and harm the population? I believe it is time for civil disobedience. If Haitians really want to see the country move forward, on both sides, they will argue that they can do the job correctly. The prime minister himself, it's like he does not even see the protest that's going on in the country. Recently in Jeremy, there was a couple people killed. We also have the Pope asking for the return of the nuns that were kidnapped this past weekend. Matter of fact, the church should close down. They plead for the release of the kidnapped victims, but it's as if when they are affected, that's when they decide to speak up for the population. Again, I ask, these young individuals who are teenagers kidnapping people left and right, you have to ask yourself who are supplying them with the weapons. Weapons that go from 1,000 to 4,000 to 10,000 to 15,000, ammunition for days. Who's really behind the chaos we see in the country? So Guy Philippe is preparing to enter the capital, and we see the violence intensify. But again, it is time for civil disobedience, which will lead to the revolution. If Ayiti really wants to start a revolution in 2024, it must first begin with civil disobedience. Anyway, you guys continue to support Ayiti Organic, Ayiti Organic,